is basically you go to the bank, you say, I'm going to give you $5,300, but I can't come for it for 3 years. Like, that's yours, okay? And you get a higher interest rate on those CDs than you would if you just left it in a checking account where you can go get the money. So it's basically them locking your money up and you can't ask for it back until the 3 years is expired. So you invest $5,300 into a 3-year certificate of deposit, interest rate of 1.32%, assuming simple interest. Find the value of the CD, so how much money is going to be there if interest is compounded. And see how I have parts A, B, C, and D? Parts A, B, and C are going to use this formula. Only part D will use this formula. Do y'all see that? Because this one is continuously, and those here, N is given. So what do you think we would use for N if we were doing monthly? 12, okay. What would we use for part B if we're doing it weekly? 52. Most banks use 50, but we'll say 52, okay? And what about daily? What would we use for daily? 365, even though some banks use different numbers, but we'll just go with our standard, okay? So I've got 10 minutes. I don't want to force this because I have a lot that I want to say about this. Why don't we, I've presented you with the formulas, I've given you a problem. I'm gonna look at that problem as a bonus problem. When I provide you the solutions to this, I'm not going to provide you the solution for 7. So if you can figure out 7 between now and the test, that would be a bonus for you, okay? Make sense? Okay, now looking at the rest of this test, what do y'all think? Does this look easy, hard? You're going to need a formula sheet, right? I think you should. Everyone's going to be allowed to have a reference page that they make. You all get to make your own reference page. One sheet, front and back. Okay? It can have all the steps and procedures, right? For polynomials, all those steps. For the rational functions, all the steps. Anything that you want to write down that's going to be useful to you, write down on that reference sheet. You may not have worked out problems, okay? You can't just go work out a problem and have a bunch of examples for yourself. Steps, procedures only. Formulas, steps, procedures. I'll check those sheets, all right? So if you're like kind of unsure, like, should I put this? I wouldn't, because if it has something that's not good, then you can't use the whole sheet, and then it's not a good situation, yes? You can have like the table where it shows like the left and right hand behavior. That can be on there. So the first 2 are polynomial functions. 3 and 4 are rational functions. We know those are very involved problems, right? Especially numbers 3 and 4. There's a lot going on there. And number 5, I think 5 is straightforward. What am I asking you to do on 5? It's kind of like your homework problem, right? I mean, you just make a little table. You're going to plug in -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to flip them and graph them both at the same time. Number 6 is basically everything we just did today. Part A, B, and C are all what types of equations? A, B, and C? Exponential. A, B, and C are exponential, right? So you want to somehow convert those to logs and then use your change of base formula. Parts D, E, F, and G are all log equations, so you want to use the loop to convert those over. And I will provide you the solutions to those so you can check to make sure you're doing those right. Pardon? I'm going to email those. And when I say I'm going to provide you the solutions, I'm actually going to work the problems out. It's not just going to be the answers, okay? So it's going to be worked out. So hopefully you can make sense out of things. Okay, any questions? Yes? I would look at it as being about this long, you know? Although number 6, the only reason I made 6, like parts A through G, is because it's all within the same concept of today. I could break number 6 up into about 3 or 4 different problems. Okay. Have a great weekend. I passed around a stack of papers. Is it still out there, or did everyone? Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay. Extras, okay. You don't want to give one to a friend or something? You don't know anyone who would like it? I'm sorry to hear that. You need to get some new friends, I guess. I'm kidding. You too. This was from last time?
The homework from
We're both together? Yes, no, you keep this.
Okay.
Because I want you to be able to look at it and prepare for the test.
You're gonna take a point if we bring it.
There's no penalty. Everyone gets a formula sheet. Yes.
So one of my friends that's in grad school for bioarchaeology, what I'm looking at is
Uh-huh.
saying that statistics would be a good thing for me to take.
Mm-hmm.
Are you teaching statistics?
I haven't
No?
taught that in a while.
Okay.
I think Bishop or Anderson, they've been teaching it forever, and that's kind of like their specialty. They like stats. Yeah, I mean, stats is a very...
I'm totally unfamiliar with it.
Yeah.
So I just need someone who can...
Stats is very interesting, but it's the problem with stats is the way it's used is a lot of times it's abused. So like you can make anything look good. You know, like you get data, and if stats allows you to make it look like it's better than it may not be, or worse than it may be, it's manipulated a lot, and so it's not as pure to me as math is. You know, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not a real big fan of it, but it's a good class, and there's a lot of stats classes. So. It's a lot of word problems, and you start to see things. Yeah, there's a lot of applications. So I think it is good for what you're interested in. Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
said Bishop or Anderson?
Bishop or Anderson, I think.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I just have a question, just so I can work on this in my next class. What's the chart for the up and down, like?
Oh yeah. It goes like this. You mean you don't have it, so you want to just see what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to go through the video?
Yeah. Okay. So it goes like this. If you're looking at the degree here, your degree is either even or it's odd. And then over here you're looking at the leading coefficient. It's either positive or it's negative. So if you've got an even degree and a positive leading coefficient, you're going to go up and up. Here you'll go down and down. Here you'll go down, then up. Those are question marks in the middle.
Yes.
There, that's
And
your
then-
table.
So for the degree, that's those.
The 4, so that first one, your degree is 4, right? Which means you're even. And what's your leading coefficient? Which is
1.
1. So that's positive, right? So you'd be this.
Okay.
Okay, what about the next one? Your degree is
5.
5, so you're
And then do you
on.
add the degrees?
No,
versus
the degree is the highest power that you see.
Okay.
It's just the highest power. You don't add them up.
Oh, I thought in one of my examples in the paper. it
Yes,
showed
that
they
was a
had-
problem that I gave you where it was already factored.
Oh,
See,
okay.
those aren't factored.
Okay, but if they're factored, you add them.
Yeah, if it's factored out, so like if I gave you a problem where it was like x cubed, x minus
Yeah.
4, x squared plus 1, something like that, then you'd have to say, okay, 3 here, we have a 1 there, we got a 2 here, I have to
Oh,
add
I
those
see, I
up.
see. Okay.
I don't envision, well, I could give you that. That would be fair because it is a polynomial function. Sure. Yeah, sure.
I was wondering, are you gonna have like any extra credit or like drop a test by the,
Drop a test?
or like any type of like?
I'm not going to drop a test. I think I may have dropped a quiz. I need to double check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure, but any extra credit or anything like that also?
I mean, if I offer something, it would be to everyone in the class, you know? So let's see how the test goes. And after this test, you'll kind of have a real good idea of where you are, right?
Okay.
And now the drop date's already gone, so people can't do anything about that now. So let's see after the test where you are, and then we can talk about it.
Okay.
But again, whatever I offered it to you, I'd offer to everybody, right? Okay. Yes, ma'am.
was missing because I listened to.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, are you? Oh, so you're now not as smart as you used to be,
Right, I know.
right? No. How'd it go? You all right?
I'm still recovering.
Yeah.
It'll be a week tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
am I okay with my attendance?
Yeah. I didn't put the video up
Okay,
yet,
yeah, I
so
didn't see that.
I will get that up. If you did, you feel like you were okay today?
I kind of remember it from pre-cal and high school. But
Yeah.
the video was helpful.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get that up there. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. You understood my bad joke, right? Wisdom. You're not okay. I just want to make sure you understood what I was saying. Oh, so you still got some in there. All right. Good.